My name is Lauren Anderson, and this is my internship presentation. My internship took place at LDS Family Services in Colton, California during the spring semester of 2019. I discovered the internship with LDS Family Services while I was a client. Nearing the end of my sessions in March, my therapist asked, "Do you have any concerns regarding your future?" And I told her how I was struggling to find an internship. Without hesitating, she said, "You can intern here." The next week, I was approved through LDS Family Services and BYU Idaho to begin my internship in April. Arranging the internship was a simple process because not only did I have the help of my therapist Stacy, but Brian, the supervisor for LDS Family Services, was willing and wanting to help me accomplish my degree. Luckily for me, my sessions with the therapist had come to an end, otherwise I would not have been allowed to complete the internship. I communicated with both Stacy and Brian through email and over the phone. I accessed the internship requirements through the grad plan and sent the requirements to Stacy and Brian via email. They both agreed that they would be able to fulfill the requirements for me with no issues. Brian seemed eager and excited to have me start the internship. I worked mainly at the reception desk with Carrie, my trainer. My duties included answering phones, schedule clients, help with adoption project, file maintenance, client relations, working well with all staff members, and above all, confidentiality. I asked both Brian and Carrie this question directly, and their response was, I was always on time to each and every shift. I was pleasant to work with, taking direction and instructions well, and never complained. I came to my shift ready to work, completed any task that was asked, and offered input, suggestions to help the staff members. I believe that I benefited LDS Family Services. There were never any issues or contentions between me, the staff, or the clients. Brian would always say, "Thank you for being here," every Thursday. During my last 2 weeks of the internship, I was able to work in the Bishop Storehouse, connected to the back of the LDS Family Services building. This experience was so much fun. I was able to see just how the storehouse is organized and how much it helps our community. While working a few hours with the storehouse, I was able to help with several bulk orders, which needed to be completed within a short time period. The storehouse manager was impressed with my ability to quickly learn how bulk orders are processed. Being a family therapist has always been my number one goal I'm considering for my future. It was wonderful to be in the mix of the career field to get a sense of what it would be like if I worked as a therapist. Even though my job was at the front desk, I was around the full-time therapist all the time, and I was able to witness the interactions between the therapist and their clients every week. This experience has exposed my strength as an individual. I know I have a great work ethic and attitude, but do I have what it takes to be a therapist? I still need time to discover the answer to that question. The greatest benefit, in my opinion, was while I was working in the storehouse. One of the regular volunteer workers, Harold, brings his grandson with him. His name is Jack and he's 12 years old. While working with Harold, I noticed how shy Jack was being and I decided to talk with him. I quickly realized he had some sort of disability, but I was unsure what it was. Talking with Jack for an hour was the best hour of my life. Using the skills that I have learned from BYU Idaho and the skills I naturally have, Jack broke out of his shell. The hours spent with Jack revealed to me that I have a passion to work with children. So I may not be able to work as a family therapist yet, but I know for a fact that I need to work with children one way or another. The greatest connection between my coursework and what I've experienced during my internship was during my last week. Along with completing my internship, I also completed my family practicum course. With a partner, we created a workshop focusing on interpersonal relationships with 4 sub-lessons. One of those lessons was focused on conflict management. On my last day of the internship, there was a contention between 2 volunteers and things were getting heated. I quickly responded and I was able to put everything I learned from creating that workshop into action. I realized in that moment how much I truly understand what I have been learning during my time at BYU Idaho and how well I could do as a family life educator and advocate. I would absolutely recommend LDS Family Services for Marriage and Family Studies internship. You work with people who truly care about the well-being of others. It is a great way to get to know you and your skills. You work closely with the Spirit. You are in a position to help those in your community. And although the internship at LDS Family Services is not focused on quote-unquote work, you gain a positive and spiritual insight. If marriage and family students want to complete an internship with LDS Family Services, you contact them at 909-824-0480. Ask to speak to Brian Donovan. Good luck!